everybody. I hope that you're having a good day. I wanted to do a really fun art project with you today, and I'm gonna give you a hint. Do you know the song, Yo Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me? It's one of my favorite rides at Disney World, and now that I live in Florida, I get to go quite often. Well, not right now, because we don't get to go anywhere. But soon we'll be able to go to all of the places, maybe, with a mask. We're not sure. Just listen to your mom and dad. But besides that, we can still draw and have fun and do fun things. So I want to share a story with you. It's called How I Became a Pirate. And then we're going to do a pirate drawing today, and it's going to be so fun. So I don't know if you've ever read this book. This book is by Melinda Long, but it's illustrated by David Shannon, and he is one of my favorite illustrator authors. He does the No David books, and I love No David, and I love how he gets in trouble. It's just so funny to me. So this one's called How I Became a Pirate. How I became a pirate. And I think this little school in the back is really funny too. Pirates have green teeth. Ew. I hope you don't have green teeth. Have you been remembering to brush your teeth? I know you don't go to school every day, but you still need to brush your teeth. Pirates have green teeth, when they have any teeth at all. I know about pirates because one day when I was at the beach building a sandcastle and minding my own business, a pirate ship sailed into view. I knew what it was because its flag had a skull and crossbones on it, and because I could hear the pirates singing, "Hey ho, blow the man down." They were a little off key. Good thing I'm not off key. I tried to tell Dad, but he was busy setting up the beach umbrella. I tried to tell Mom, but she was busy slathering my baby sister with sunblock. So I went back to my sandcastle, but I kept an eye on the pirates. By then, they were rowing to shore. That is so funny. Does anybody else have a little sibling that's in diapers that's just crazy, right? That poor mom. When they landed, the head pirate climbed out of the boat and yelled, "Ahoy there, matey! Be this the Spanish Main?" No, I said, "This is North Beach." "Shiver me timbers," the pirate said. "We must have taken a wrong turn at Bora Bora." And then the parrot said, "Bora Bora." I just added that. He walked around my sandcastle. He looked at the moat, then yelled back to his crew, "He's a digger, he is, and a good one to boot. A good one to boot." The others agreed. "What be your name, matey?" the head pirate asked. "Jeremy Jacobs, sir," I told him. "Well, Jeremy Jacob," he said, "you're looking at Braidbeard and his crew. We've been needing a digger like yourself, and we have a chest of treasure to bury." "Aye, treasure," the others shouted. "You're coming with us," Braidbeard told me. I didn't think Mom and Dad would mind, as long as I got back in time for soccer practice the next day. Again, aren't those pirates so funny? Look at these guys down here. And they're missing some teeth. I don't think you brush your teeth when you're a pirate. That's how I became a pirate. Look at him on the boat there. He's ready for some fun. As soon as we were on board, Braidbeard showed me the chest of gold and jewels. "Got to find a safe place for this here treasure. It's high time we're off," he announced. "We're off," we all shouted, and then we set sail. I don't know if these pirates actually know where they're going. I guess it doesn't matter. There was plenty to do on board. The pirates taught me to sing sea chanties, the louder the better, and to say real pirate stuff like landlubber and scurvy dog. By dinner time, I could speak pirate perfectly. I also learned pirate manners. Braidbeard pounded his fists on the table and yelled, "Down the hatch, me ladies! Down the hatch!" we all shouted. Braidbeard gulped his food and said, "Hand over the meat! The meat!" we all roared. Nobody told us to finish our spinach. There wasn't any. Or to chew up our carrots. They weren't allowed on board. We talked with our mouths full. Gross. And nobody said please or thank you. Well, I can tell you right now, there is not a mom on board this pirate ship. Look at those goofy pirates. After dinner, I tried to teach the pirates to play soccer. Braidbeard kicked the ball and yelled, "Arg, soccer! Arg!" Arg! Soccer, the crew yelled. Then everybody dove for the ball at once and it rolled right off the deck. After it, me hearties, Braidbeard commanded. After it, we all whispered. We fought over who would go get the ball, but it didn't matter anyway because a shark came along and swallowed it in one gulp. So much for soccer. By now, it was past my bedtime. But nobody tells pirates to go to bed, to take a bath, or to brush their teeth. Clearly, that's why they don't have any. Maybe that's why their teeth are green. Pirates sleep with one eye open, just in case, and they don't change into pajamas unless they want to. Pirates don't do anything they don't want to, except for maybe swabbing the decks. I wanted to be a pirate forever. Looks pretty fun, doesn't it? But then I found out what else they don't do. When I couldn't stay awake any longer, I asked Braidbeard to tuck me in and read me a story. Tuck you in, he bellowed. Pirates don't tuck. No tucking, the crew cried. And the only thing they had to read was a map. Don't you have any books, I asked? Braidbeard looked confused. Books? I didn't even bother to ask about a goodnight kiss. It wasn't easy to fall asleep without a story, but I was finally dozing off when a storm broke, thunder boomed, and lightning flashed. I tried to hide under the covers as waves slammed up against the ship, but I kept falling out of my hammock. I couldn't find anyone in the cabin. They were all on deck. Lower the sails, Braidbeard shouted. Batten down the hatches. Everyone ran around yelling and lowering and battening. Nobody had time to sit close and tell me it would be over soon. Nobody even noticed me. I decided I didn't want to be a pirate after all. See him down there? He looks kind of scared, doesn't he? Just then, flash, crash, crack! Lightning hit the mast and split it right down the middle. What do we do now? Yelled one of the pirates. We'll have to turn back, called another. But the treasure, hollered Braidbeard. Where will we bury the treasure? I stepped forward. Maybe I can help, I shouted over the wind. I think I know the perfect digging spot. When the storm was over, we rowed back to shore and buried the chest. We drew a map so we could find the treasure again, but I don't think I'll need it. Because look, it says After the pirates repaired the ship and got ready to set sail, before they left, Braidbeard handed me a flag and said, "You make a fine pirate, Jeremy Jacob. Guard that treasure well. We'll be back to get it soon enough." Soon enough, the crew repeated. And if you ever need us, Braidbeard added, just run the Jolly Roger up yonder pole. Up yonder pole, the others shouted. And maybe I will, but not today. I have soccer practice. And that, my friends, is the story of how I became a pirate. So get ready. I'm gonna take you on a little pirate drawing lesson and we're gonna have some fun. Okay, hey guys, so we just got done reading our How I Became a Pirate book, and I'm gonna teach you how to do a line by line and shape drawing, and we're gonna draw this fun guy. It's gonna be really fun. So what you'll need today is you'll need a practice piece of paper. I'm gonna use a marker, but you can use a pen or crayon, whatever. You're gonna need oil pastels or crayons, as long as they're not washable. You are gonna need your watercolor paints, a paintbrush, and some water, okay? So the first thing that we're gonna go over is line, all right? So these are the different lines that we're gonna be drawing today, okay? We're gonna draw, and this is what you do on your practice paper on this one, okay? So we're gonna draw all of these lines. Don't worry, we're gonna practice it together, all right? So this is my line paper. Okay, And the first line we're gonna draw is kind of a U that's a little bit of a square. Okay? And then the second line is just a straight line. Go ahead and practice that one. Okay, and then we have kind of this half dome, half circle, half moon shape. Okay, we're gonna do that one. We're gonna come down, this one is really funny. This is actually gonna be our pirate nose. So you come down, up, and make a circle. Okay, that's kind of a fun line. And then this is actually gonna be his mouth. Okay, we're gonna start at the top, we go down, up, all the way around, and then like that. All right, we're gonna have a zigzag line. Okay, so practice your zigzag line. We're gonna have a couple of these C letter, like a backward C line that we're gonna do. Okay, just some straight lines. Practice a couple of straight lines going horizontal and vertical, all right? And then the last set of lines are kind of these exploding lines that go out. All right, so if you wanna practice those lines, you can, all right? And then we're going to get another piece of scratch paper and we're gonna do shape. Remember how we've talked about how line and shape create all of our artwork. So these are some of the shapes, not too many, because a lot of our lines, when we put them together, will make shapes. Okay, so the first shape we're gonna make, if you're making an eyeball, what shape would you use? Circle. Circle. Okay, so do a circle. All right, and then we're gonna do a heart shape because we're gonna use that in a couple different places. All right, and then we kind of have this leaf or petal shape, kind of an oval with a point at the end. And then the last one is kind of a triangle with a rounded top. All right, so those are our lines and our shapes. If you want to practice those before we get started, you can. All right, and I have today with me Caleb and Noelle. It's a special request. You know that people request that you be in these videos because you guys are awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and draw our pirate. Are you guys ready? You ready for the lines and the shapes? Do you want me to stick these out? Will that be helpful? We'll put the line one there, the shape one there. So this is where you're going to get your oil pastel or your crayon. So you can use those. Noe, I will use, Caleb has one too. I'll use a crayon, it's fine. Where's my black crayon now? Oh, there he is. My black crayon is very well used. Okay, so we just got done talking about, I'm gonna put my little guy here so we can have him as an example. All right, so lines and shapes. So the first line we're gonna do, your paper is going in the horizontal position, okay? I want you to take your finger and put it right in the middle of the paper. And then we're gonna crawl up just a little bit, so like right there. Okay, you got your finger there? The first line you're gonna make is a straight line across. Now, when you make your straight line across, you don't wanna go from one side to the other. Okay, so we're not gonna make a line from here to here. Okay, we're gonna make a line, just a short line, like that, right in the middle. Okay, so go ahead and make your first line. Okay, remember that was that line shape we talked about. Now we're gonna do our half moon line shape here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And you can go over it again if you want. He's a pirate, so remember we kind of learned that they're a little messy. All right. Now, the next shape we're gonna do was kind of the letter U that was a little bit squared at the bottom, and this is gonna be his face. So go ahead and come down and connect those, like that, okay? Doesn't look like much yet, but it will. All right, now I want you to take, and in the middle of his face, find kind of, in his face, find the middle point, okay? So we're gonna do his nose just a little bit higher than that. Now remember, you can watch me do it and then you can do it, but this is the nose shape, that shape right there, okay? So we're going to draw and come in like that, okay? Yeah. And make sure you have your line paper next to you because it's helpful. All right, now we're gonna draw one of his eyes, and that's the shape. And we're gonna put the circle right here next to his face. It's kind of creepy right now, but he'll be awesome. And then we're gonna give him an eyelid. So we're gonna draw a line like that, and then we're actually gonna color it in. Okay. Okay, so then like that, and then you're gonna give him another shape and color his eyes so he's kind of looking down. Okay, it's all right. Okay, so I'm gonna use Noe as an example because this is actually really good. So say you jumped ahead and drew 2 eyes, no big deal. Okay, because the next thing we're gonna do is similar to the face shape, we're gonna draw at the bottom of his line, this is his eye patch. Okay, and then we're gonna color that in. So Noe, go ahead and draw the eye patch. You're gonna have a little bit bigger of an eye patch, but that's okay. I think every pirate's eye patch is probably a little bit different. So now it kind of looks like this. Yep, just make sure it touches all the way to the top because it's kind of like under his bandana. And then, do eye patches just stick on your face? Oh no, they have a string, kind of like a face mask. So we're gonna make a diagonal line there and a diagonal line there, like that. Okay, like it's coming around to his face shape. All right, now we're gonna go to his mouth, which his mouth was this shape here. Okay guys, or that line, sorry. So where his nose is, okay, we're gonna come down and then almost looks like he's smiling. And we're gonna come up, down, and we're actually gonna connect that because now he's like, argh. Okay, now you can do a couple things here. You can give him missing teeth. I'm gonna try missing teeth on this one. On my first one that I did, I just did all of his teeth, like he's like, argh. But what we could try is maybe he's like, argh, because the book we read, they didn't really brush their teeth. And so they were missing lots of teeth. So that's actually kind of funny. I like that. Okay, now, in order to yell out the pirate calls like everyone else, he has to have what? Ears. Okay, so this is, remember we practiced this little backward C here? We're gonna give him 2 of those. So one C will be backwards and one C will be right. Okay, so we're gonna give him 2 ears. Okay, now he's a pirate, and so he probably has some hair sticking out of his ears. So we're gonna give him like 3 little lines here. So like hairy ears, okay? And then every pirate, I'm gonna put earrings on my pirate. So we're gonna do another one of those letter C shapes. We'll do 2 of them because he has like 2 golden rings for his ears. Okay, now we also need to give him a neck so he doesn't look like he's floating. So that's just gonna be the 2 lines down, and you can give him kind of a thick neck, okay? Now, usually, we're missing one thing on his bandana thing. This is that leaf petal because it got tied in a knot, so we're gonna tie it off like that, okay? All right, now we've come to his neck here and his face. He's kind of been in a couple fights, so we're gonna give him a scar, which is like a line here, and like he's had stitches. And if you wanna give him one on his neck, you can, okay? And then here's the really fun part. So pirates kind of have, you know, like skull thing. So we're gonna draw a funny skull on the top of his bandana. So this is gonna be that C shape again, like this. And then we're gonna bring in the zigzag, like that, okay? Now we're gonna do 2 circles, and they don't have to be the same size. It's actually better if one's big and one's small. And then that triangle shape, see how he kind of looks funny. And then this is where the heart shape comes in. We're gonna do 2 lines out, and then we do a heart, 2 lines, a heart, 2 lines, a heart, 2 lines, a heart. He's pretty awesome. Now, if you want, you can give him some hair sticking out here, okay? And then you can take, if you have a brown, okay, before we watercolor him, you can take your brown, okay, and you can kind of rough up his chin. Like you just, it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just here. We're gonna give him a little bit, because in our story we read, they're kind of messy. They're kind of dirty. He hasn't taken a bath like since he became a pirate, so we're gonna make him dirty. And then this is probably one of the favorite things everybody always used to love to do in the art room. And you gotta give him his little stubble, because pirates don't shave. So you know, like your dad, if your dad shaves his face and then he doesn't shave it and it's all rough, that's what we're drawing right there, okay? And then I think, are we good, guys? We ready to watercolor him? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna watercolor our pirate, but we'll go ahead and fast forward it, and then we'll show him to you when we're done. Okay, hey guys, I wanted to share with you a quick little trick. So we're painting our pirate's beard. Remember we kind of colored that with the dark brown and whatnot. So we just painted regular brown. And then what you're gonna wanna do is take your water brush and blend that brown up so then it becomes a lighter, more, you know, skin color. So the skin color from his face is different than his beard. Does that make sense? So whatever color, you know, if you can use brown or black, and then you're just gonna blend that up and see how it makes his beard still looks darker than the rest of his skin, because that's how it is on someone's normal face. And if you want, so I did brown, but you could even add a little black there in the bottom. Okay. And then we're gonna do his neck. And remember, the more water that you add, it spreads out your watercolors. I did my bandana red and then I added a little yellow, which was kind of fun. Okay, now we're gonna paint his ears. All right. And then his earrings, which I think I guess I'll just do those yellow. I'm not doing that, like they're gold. Okay, and you can leave, you know, whatever you want, you can leave it white. Maybe I'll make the inside of his mouth. Now pink is kind of hard, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of the red, okay? But then, because if you make it all red in there, then it looks like blood. But if you take just a little bit of red and you use a lot of water, see? You've created pink. So just a touch of red on the inside of the mouth, and then you use a lot of water, and now you have a fun pink color. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and paint my background blue. And something I wanna show you that's fun is that it doesn't have to just be plain blue. Okay, so you can paint some blue here. I'm gonna add a little bit more here. And then we're gonna take a little bit of this purple here and we're gonna add it in. Now we get like this purple blue sky, and that is just so fun. Just be careful as you go around his bandana that you don't paint his bandana blue. Now, if you have a blue bandana like Noelle does, then maybe you wanna do more of a green blue sky. However you'd like. Oh, Noelle put a t-shirt on her guy. I like your bandanas. Those are awesome. These are really fun. All right, we're gonna paint this and then we'll see you at the end. All right, well, we finished our pirate pictures. You guys wanna show your picture? Be careful, if it's wet, it might drip down. Your drip down. Okay, so these turned out amazing. They were so fun and so funny. I think that you need to name your pirate because they have so much personality. So if you look, everybody's pirates are gonna look different. And they're so funny. I love that we did it without, they didn't have very many teeth. So remember, this was my example. And then as we went along, we decided to change it and give them just like 1 or 2 teeth. No, we did 3 teeth. Noelle, what was your favorite part? The bandana. And is that your favorite part of your pirate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Caleb, what about you?
The background.
The background, yeah, the background's pretty awesome. And I love how you have red, white, and blue, which could be American or it could be French. It kind of looks a little French. This was so fun. I hope that you guys had a lot of fun doing it. Remember to use your line and shape papers to help you, okay? So you don't get overwhelmed or discouraged. If you need to pause the video at any time, pause it and share your art project and maybe teach somebody. After you do it, maybe you could teach a sibling how to draw a pirate, or your mom or dad, or they could do it with you. Okay, have a great day. Bye.